Hey friends, so today I am making some Novac no-bake chocolate cookies, the chocolate peanut butter. I've already put my 2 cups of sugar, 1 stick of butter, half a cup of milk, and 1/3 cup of cocoa into my pan. Turn my heat on up to about medium heat. So I put that on medium heat, and then I just start stirring this and incorporating everything together. This is my recipe that I make that I take to all the family functions. This is what everybody wants me to make. So I mix the first 4 ingredients together. I will post that in the description down below. So that's, again, 2 cups of sugar, 1 stick of butter, 1/3 cup of milk, and 1/3 cup of cocoa. Bring those to a boil on the stove. Once you get them mixed together, bring them to a boil. Try to get all of those little lumps of the cocoa out. That's kind of one of the secrets. Get those lumps out while you're mixing before it kind of comes to a boil. A lot of people, these cookies are so funny because one of the things about them is if you cook them too long, they get too hard and break, which I guess that's okay. But if you don't cook them enough, then they don't harden up, which there is a good happy medium. So this is my trick. I always, when they come to a boil, I let them boil for 1 minute, just 1 minute. And after that minute, I take them off of the heat. And I wait till all of the bubbles are gone from where they were boiling. So that's my little trick before you will put in your half a cup of peanut butter, and then you'll put in 2.5 to 3 cups of oats. I do use the quick oats. I like the smaller flakes of oats, the smaller oats. If you can see that, that's what I like. I don't like the big ones. I don't know if it's me, but I just feel like it gives them a different taste, and I don't really like that. So I'm going to get this all stirred in, incorporated together. Again, this is a recipe that I've used for years and years and years. And this is how I have figured out that it works for me. So getting this all mixed in, incorporated together, still stirring. Getting those lumps out of there. And once you feel like you've done that, make sure that batter's mixed in there good. And once you feel like you've done that, you're just going to just wait for it to boil for one. Anybody else have a problem saying boil? I want to say boil because I'm from the South, but it's kind of like aluminum foil. Just me. But waiting for it to boil for 1 minute. Seems like it's taking that a little bit longer to break up this time. Okay, so now we're just going to wait. Let y'all see. Waiting for a minute. So what's everybody got planned for Thanksgiving? Maybe you can put this on these take maybe 15 minutes by the time you prep everything. I do go ahead and put my peanut butter in. I go ahead and measure it out in the half a cup and have that ready to go in here. That way this is not sitting for too long. But I do already have that measured out and ready to go. And I do have 1 cup of the oats ready to go too. And I'll just add that as I go to. That's what the recipe is. I just kind of eyeball it a little bit once I put the first cup in. I know the consistency that I like it. So I've made these so many times that I kind of know how I like them to be. So I'm going to do a little thing here. I always do this to try them. See if they're good. Very good. So I'm good with that. I don't think it needs anything. Now just waiting for it to boil. You ever heard a watched pot never boils? Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. So if you do like these videos, please hit the like button for me. Let me know if you do try this recipe. But hit the like button, hit subscribe. I'm going to be doing some traveling, posting videos on here from that. Some travel information, just a lot of tricks and things that I've learned over the years. Finally starting to boil some. Here comes my dog Cooper. Hey Cooper. He thinks I'm going to drop some food. That's what he wants. So if you do like this video, please subscribe. That way you can hit that notification bell. You will get notified. You'll get notified when, that's a new word, you'll get notified when I drop new videos on my channel. So I would appreciate that very much. This light is like crazy above me. That's not a good light right there. So here we go. I'm going to start my 1 minute right now. Might need to turn that up just a little bit. And two, I go ahead and put out my aluminum foil. But you can also do wax paper if you would like. Actually, that's what the recipe calls for. But I've always done the aluminum foil. I don't know why. I guess the first time I did it, my cookies turned out great, so I've done it ever since. So I guess that's my reasoning for doing that. I'm sure they would be just fine dropped on wax paper. But for me, that's what I do. I always use this pot. It's my same pot. This pot's been through a fire, a house fire. It's been through everything. But this is my cookie making pot. This will be passed down to my kids when something happens to me. So I'm getting a phone call. But yeah. Y'all let me know what you're doing for your Thanksgiving desserts. I'm going to let it boil just for a few more seconds. Maybe about 5. Remember, you have to just kind of eyeball it and know that that's it. That's good. I don't know why. I just get a feeling that, okay, that's it. But generally, it's around a minute to let it boil. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that eye off, even though I am going to remove it. Okay, I feel like that's good. So I'm going to take that off of there. You can kind of see what it looks like. Wait for those bubbles to go out of there where it's been boiling. And then I'm going to wait for all of them to go before I add the peanut butter. And the reason I do this is because I kind of feel like that the oil that's in the peanut butter, that's why these cookies end up waxy sometimes. So I do like for those bubbles to be gone. That way it kind of settles down, and I feel like it cools off just a little bit anyway before you put this in there. And I also feel like that another reason why that happens is because you put too much butter and you put too much peanut butter, and both of those have oil in them. So I feel like that sometimes when people say they can't make these, I feel like that's the reason, is that they have too much of one or the other of those in their recipe. So maybe that's a little tip. Maybe that'll help somebody. So I did go ahead and add the peanut butter. And I did go ahead and put in 1 cup of oats. I'm going to do the 2nd cup of oats. And I'm going to put a little bit in my cup, my measuring cup, just to see, because I'm going to stir this around and see what I've got. You can kindly see that as it's going. And get this incorporated really good before the liquid cools down too much, and get that peanut butter in there real good and distribute it around to all of that. Okay, so it's looking pretty good. And you can also put what is it? 1 teaspoon of vanilla. If I have it, I put it in there, but I don't generally put it in there. Not something that I keep on hand a whole lot. I don't bake a lot, but for this, it's good if you have it in there, or if it's not. I'm just trying to get this peanut butter stirred around in here really well. I think I need just a little bit more oats, and that should be good. That's the consistency that I like for it to be. Get this all mixed in. For those of you who have been wanting my recipe forever, I've had tons of people ask me for this recipe. Family, friends, co-workers, people ask me for this recipe. Here it is. And so I think this is going to be a really good batch. This is the consistency I like for it to be when I make it. Still, I mean, you can see that it does still run, so I like it like that. So I'm going to go ahead and drop it in spoonfuls onto my aluminum foil. I generally just get it all down to one side. And then I just start dropping it by spoonfuls, kind of just making a circular motion as I'm dropping them. You can make your cookies how big or how small that you want them, depending upon how far you want your batch to go. I'm going to drop these onto here before this starts hardening up. And you can always tell if it's going to be a good batch or not, because usually by the time you're spooning this out, your cookies will already, the mixture will already be hardening some. So you can tell what kind of batch it's going to be, and it will start hardening onto the side of your pan as well. That's why I like to get these dropped real quick. I think this is going to be a really good batch. I just go around in a circle. I'm going to do it over here so y'all can see how I do it. I just get a spoonful, like a heaping spoonful, and I just go around in a circle and just make a round cookie. Just shape this liquid into a circle, basically, is what I do. So we're going to get the rest of these dropped on here. If anybody has any questions, let me know. If anybody uses this same recipe, let me know down below. And if you make this, please let me know. And if you learned anything about making these cookies from my video, or if it's the first time you've ever made these, and how did they turn out, also let me know that in the comments below. I'm super excited about Thanksgiving, and we've had a little problem in the family this week, so we're not going to be able to celebrate like we wanted to. We're going to be actually celebrating after. So sometimes things just happen like that, and you just have to go with it. But so that's the last one. Maybe like a little small one. This will be the one that I try to see how they are. I did already taste the chocolate, so I know that they're good. So this will be the one I eat. So I'm just going to do that right there and get all of that off. Already starting to harden up. And that's how you make Novac, no bake. A lot of people call them no bake. Chocolate cookies, chocolate oatmeal cookies. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I will put the recipe down in the description box. All right. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for me, please. And y'all have a happy Thanksgiving.